Hello and welcome to the very first video of Mr. Scarlet. So I'm sure the first thing I should probably get out of the way is why Mr. Scarlet and why that name and why this channel. The reason for both of those is actually the very same. And to let me explain, let me just ask you to think back to your old days in high school, specifically English class, where you asked to write and read probably far more than you would ever care to about far too many books that you probably didn't care about. Now, if you did enjoy some of those books, you might actually remember a specific author named Mr. Nathaniel Hawthorne. Now, good old Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote a book called The Scarlet Letter, which actually ended up being one of my favorite books at the time. In the book, this woman named Hester Prynne was found guilty of having committed adultery, and the idea kind of got out to her community. Now, in today's time, adultery is a bad thing, yes, but in Puritan America, that was kind of a bit more than just you shouldn't have done that. So when they found out, they actually made the woman wear a giant, really vivid scarlet letter A on her clothing. And that A was a symbol of her adultery, a symbol of her sin, a symbol of her guilt, a symbol of her shame, a symbol that she couldn't be fitting in that. And I think the book really did a good job exploring what that felt like for her and how the society reacted in kind of a just really awful way. Now, I'm certainly not having to worry about anything like the poor lady had to worry about in the book, and we're not worrying about adultery here or anything. But even in today's modern context, I am kind of guilty of something that would brand me an outcast in my own way. Now, I have a whole slew of opinions that are quite from the norm and would probably offend people. But probably biggest among all of those is that I would identify myself as an atheist. You know, you always gotta look for the thunderstrike from God when you say that sometimes. But that keeps me from being able to say a lot of things that I would like to say, at least when I'm asked to express my opinions, even to those that I care about, to friends and family, without tons of potential worry for rehash and defense and being very offended. So I figured I would try out this little YouTube experiment, a good way to get out my ideas and actually be able to share that. Now, religion is something that's kind of pretty near and dear to me, at least. Actually, you can probably even see that above me. We've got the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Tao Te Ching, the Divine Comedy, the Quran, the Gita. I like reading this stuff. I'm a bit of a nerd for religion in some ways. Any big questions about the universe fascinate me. And so I take that pretty seriously. And on that same idea, I love science. I love learning about how the world works. And getting a little bit more opinionated as time goes on about current events and things too. So expect all sorts of me blabbing about stuff that is just my humble opinion on it. And I'm a bit of a weirdo, so expect at least some half-hearted attempts at comedy as you go on. Now, I should probably wrap this up and keep it short, so I've been told to ask you, the viewers, to thumbs up and subscribe and comment and yada yada yada. I'm sure at least there's plenty of YouTube flamers out there waiting to just rip this video a new one. So now is your open invitation. I'll leave that up to you though, but I will say getting a little bit of feedback always helps people grow and learn more, and it's nice to feel like there's some point to what we're doing. So I would appreciate it, but that's your own. Now I guess that's it. So until the next video, this is Mr. Scarlet. I'm gonna sign out and see you later.